Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. Today's video is a preview of the new New York football Giants. And I'm so excited. Tomorrow is week 1 of the preseason. First game of the preseason. And we're going against the New England Patriots. And I'm so excited to see what this offense is going to look like. I'm also excited about the defense, but again, elephant in the room is absolutely Daniel Jones. He's the #1 guy that I'm going to be looking at, in this game. And now we know that the snaps are going to be limited. I believe I saw today that they expect a lot of the starters to play the first quarter, and I'm happy to hear that because we saw what happened last year under Joe Judge. The starters barely played in the preseason, and we saw what happened during the season. With this new regime, with the new revamped offensive line, with the new cadence, with new verbiage, these guys need to play as much as possible, but you also want to be very smart about it. So I'm excited to see how many plays Daniel Jones gets in that first quarter. If he does, in fact, play the first quarter, I hope that we can go right down the field and score, and he looks fantastic. That will be a plus for me. Next, I want to talk about is Evan Neal on that offensive line. We saw all the videos of him getting beat in the one-on-one drills against Kayvon Thibodeau, against O'Shane Ximines. How is he going to hold up against a live defense in a real game scenario? So that's another guy that I'm looking at is Evan Neal. After that, I'm looking at Wandel Robinson, and I'm also looking at Daniel Bellinger, 2 guys that should affect the receiving game. Now, we had a little bit of a scare with Daniel Bellinger early in the season. They had put him on the PUP list. Then he came right at the beginning of training camp. So he was on the PUP list for maybe 5 days. I'm excited about that. Now, Wandel Robinson has been the spotlight of the offseason, of OTAs, mini camp, and also training camp. He is making plays all over the place, and they are using him all over the place. So I want to see what he looks like in the game. Again, I expect it to be vanilla, but at the end of the day, I still expect to see more because of this new scheme and guys needing to get this thing down. So I don't expect to see a lot, but I also expect to see a lot. So I can't wait to see that. Now on the defensive end, I want to see what Dex and Leo look like. I want to see this tandem. The way they're getting pressure against our own offensive line is fantastic, but I want to see them do that against another team. And if we can see that same push that we're seeing in practice in the game, man, we are in for a fantastic production season for these 2 guys. Leo had a good season last year. Dexter was kind of falling, but now he's playing that nose tackle position, which I believe and a lot of other fans believe is his natural position. We'll get to see what that's going to look like. After that, I'm looking at Kayvon Thibodeau. Is he going to be as fast as he looks in these real games? Because he's looking unblockable out there. You can ask Evan Neal. But Kayvon Thibodeau is looking unblockable. Can he do that against another team? I think he can. But again, we get to see all this tomorrow. And again, I'm so excited to see this. After that, I want to see what Aaron Robinson does. And I also want to see what these backup linebackers can do. We already know Blake Martinez and Tay Crowder penciled in as the starting middle linebackers. I want to see what Darian Beavers and Micah McFadden do behind them. Now, I don't know if Blake Martinez is going to actually play with the starters because he is coming off that knee injury. Are they going to hold him back a little bit? I don't remember seeing his name as a holdback, but I do expect to see a lot of Darian Beavers and a lot of Micah McFadden during this game. And like I said in all my other videos, whenever I talk about linebackers, New York Giants are not the New York Giants without good linebacker play. And I think the future of the linebackers for New York is very, very positive. Now, outside of that, I want to see Ximines, and I want to see Quincy Roche. 2 guys. Right now, Roche is playing behind Ximines. I'm kind of against that because I saw what Roche did last year during the season. Meanwhile, O'Shane, was a healthy scratch at times. But he's having a great training camp right now. He's giving Evan Neal fits. So I want to see if he can take that and transition that into a game against that New England offense. And can he do those same things that we saw in training camp? He might be able to do that, and I can't wait to see that as well. So Quincy Roche and O'Shane Ximines, two guys that I also have my eye on. Now, outside of the offense and defense, there's a lot of guys, and especially some of these lower depth chart guys as well. And this is the time for those type of guys to shine. Now, on my list of undrafted free agents, number one on that list that I'm gonna watch out for is Yusuf Corker, safety out of Kentucky. Now, with Dane Belton having that injury, one of these guys has to step up. And Yusuf Corker is coming on strong the last couple of days in practice. He hasn't fallen back at all, but you're really starting to hear his name a lot in these practices. He's showing up and he's making plays. So Yusuf Corker is one. Timon Fox out of UNC, the edge rusher, is another guy. Guy broke all of Lawrence Taylor's records back in UNC. Also, Lawrence Taylor put his stamp on him. So I want to see what Timon Fox does. He was good in college. Let's see if that transitions, to the NFL. And lastly, actually two other guys I want to talk about. One is going to be the tight end Austin Allen out of Nebraska. I want to see what he does. Guy 6'9", 250 pounds, big frame, large catch radius. I want to see how he affects the game. I want to see how he does in his inline blocking, but I also want to see how he does in the passing game. And then lastly, another guy is going to be defensive tackle Chris Hinton out of Michigan. Now, this guy, I was kind of shocked that he went undrafted. He's flying under the radar now, and I just want to see what he does because he seems like he can push the pocket. I'm a little more impressed with him than I am of our own draft pick, DJ Davison, but they're two different guys. DJ Davison is an actual nose tackle, bigger guy. Chris Hinton can give you some of that end work if called upon. So those are just some guys that I want to see in this preseason. But overall, I want to see the tempo. I want to be unpredictable on offense because we saw how last year we can call the plays out before they even happen. And then on defense, I have the utmost faith in Wink Martindale. I want to see what some of these elaborate blitz schemes look like. Even when he keeps it vanilla, like I think he will, he's still going to apply that pressure because he wants to get these guys ready for the season. So I do expect some ramp up on the defensive side from Wink Martindale and from this defense. And again, this is just a preview of the first week of preseason against the New England Patriots. Again, you can hear it in my voice. I'm very, very excited. What do you guys want to see? Do you agree with some of the things that I'm saying? Are some of the key players that I'm thinking about are the same people that you're thinking about? Let me know. If not, put some names of players down in the comments below about who you're looking out for tomorrow. And I just can't wait to see New York Giants football on the screen tomorrow. Very excited. And again, I hope you're excited too. So I want to thank you guys for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.